Recording in progress.
And we're leaving that in. Dominic, welcome to Workshop Wednesday. How are you doing?
This has felt like the shortest month of my life. I
Yeah,
can't believe that the last time we did this was a month ago and how little yet lot has happened.
I am with you. For those listening or watching, depending on when this is posted, it is May 1st right now. So, yeah.
My favorite Wednesday.
My favorite Wednesday. This will be a good one. I'm excited. Dominic decided to copy me and put his keyboard in the background, so that's cool.
It's that I changed camera angles because in previous ones I would like be viewing my screen, but I feel like I need to like look at you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's why you got to have the computer center monitor side.
I think I might get a webcam.
Really?
We'll see. Or I put a very small tripod behind my monitor that I put my phone on and then use the Camo app.
I know some YouTubers do that, or they use their camera, like DSLR that they just hook up.
Yeah, YouTubers.
So, what have you done this month? We'll review that, and then we can talk about what your plans are for May.
So the last time we spoke, I was editing the content for the So Far Gone week. So you had literally like 2 days before that filmed, or 3 days before filmed the interview with me. So this has been a groundwork month, I feel. I'm going to share my screen real quick just to kind of show you. Right now, I'm at a point, as you can see, I'm about to come up on a lot of red.
Yeah.
And that's just how it's going to be. To be honest, though, like I think on Tuesday or Thursday, I'm going to film 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 covers. And then I'm doing a cabaret tomorrow. So I'll get a nice video from that. And then this section, there's been a big shakeup, and I think this will go into kind of your, part as well, but kind of figuring out how many of the Did I Hear What episodes are going to exist within this phase 1 and where they're going to happen. Like, if you guys look at the first video that I ever did with this schedule looks nothing like the one that I had. There are some things that are the same, but some weeks, like this, the week of April 25th, I recorded this video that day. Like, I didn't make up my mind on what Featured Friday and what Workshop Wednesday was going to be until that Wednesday, because I was between that or doing the summit with like making, or like a, Did I Hear Dare concerts, the process video or something. But I was able to do that. And so, Real Talk got moved back a few because, Anthony wanted to have the time to do it right. And so I didn't want to do an audio. See, a lot of my Workshop Wednesdays tie in with my Featured Fridays, and the Music Mondays sometimes do as well. So like if I'm doing a making of video, I want the video for that Friday to be that thing. And the same goes with like doing an audio reel that has like podcasts and has like audio dramas and voice only roles. Makes sense to do with a podcast like thing, so having things match up. So that's why it's a big, like, it's a game of Tetris or jigsaw puzzle or whatever type of thing. And so I think this, and I left a couple spaces because I have a feeling Did I Hear What episode 3 is probably going to be June, depending if, how your month goes this month. And then, the next episode could exist. The last week could not even be in this. So that's kind of the state I'm in right now, is like, I'm about to come up on some unknowns, which is exciting, scary. But that's kind of how I was at the beginning. That I remember the first week, when I posted a video at the airport in Austin, I had no idea how feasible this was, but I still have not missed a deadline. And that was week 15. So
yeah, I think you'll be. I know you won't miss a deadline. It's just the Tetris, and I know you played a lot of Tetris in college, so I think
too much Tetris.
You'll be able to figure it out.
I've also been making demos for some songs. We'll talk more about some of that later, because some of it's for me, some of it's for other stuff.
We'll talk about music for May and the future stuff, because I have some music spoken too, which is nice.
And I also started writing a script for a completely different show called Curtain Call right now, a comedy mockumentary about these 30-year-olds getting back together for a reunion to do a show that got canceled during COVID when they were in high school or something. And so the kind of drama of these adults kind of falling back into high school theater drama, which I think would be interesting. So started on that a few nights ago. But work's going to be super busy this month. So really curious how everything's going to go down for my schedule, for my writing, for music. So, I have goals, which we'll talk about, but, I kind of have to be a little bit more realistic this month.
Yeah, it'll be very tough to fit things in. I'm right there with you. I feel like it's been very tough for me to fit things in. A fun fact about Dominic that I really like, and I don't know if the audience knows this, so I'm just gonna say it, but since Dominic, you just edit on the bus, you'll do work and things on the subway and the transits, which I find amazing. So I just picture Dominic with AirPods and his MacBook and just is editing on Final Cut on his lap, and honestly, huge inspiration for me, because I have no excuses if you're doing that. I know you'll get her done, but yeah,
I'll die trying. So Anthony, what's been up with you this month?
Yeah, work has been a little busy. Doing some different things, doing a little double duty in places that I can get into. I probably won't get into too much here, but work's been a little bit busy. But as for creative stuff and my personal life, I think it was a regrounding and a re-establishing values and what I want to do this year long term for me, and reassessing goals and I guess just what I want. Did a huge 4 or 5 hour reflection, a reflection of past journals, took all the good stuff out. I reviewed all of that stuff, not the good and bad stuff. I guess the main points, reviewed it, and then did a projection into the future. And I will share my screen. So I've been using this app called Notion. Both of my jobs and work things that I do have been using it and really like it. Anyway, this is kind of moving
really
away
cool
from the Excel doc. It's just a more creative Excel doc pretty much. But here's my dashboard, and I've been going through, I don't have anything here. It's all on paper. But stating my values and what I care about. I've separated my life, for better or worse. I'm curious what you think, Dom. But life, etc., which is just my relationships, friends and family, things that don't fit into career, creative, and health. So career, I feel honestly, a lot of April has been focusing on figuring out work stuff and what I want to gain professional skills in, stuff like that. So because that's somewhat important to me. Creative, which is my music and video and podcast and artsy, fruitful things that I really enjoy. And then health with it, which is just, fitness and diet and rock climbing, etc. So yeah, the main thing though is, and what I'm kind of working on right now is getting just my annual planning. So everything I did, my reflection, review, and takeaways, my current year goals, intentions, and experiments. So I'll detail an experiment that I have for May. And honestly, I'll just talk about it when we get there. But anyway, organizing what I want to do through the year. So I actually have a macro view, can break things down month by month, week by week, and day by day, and actually get things done is the goal. So just kind of I don't know, hopefully it's a more organized way for me to do it. This breaks down to goals and ideas, which I haven't done because I skipped it, and I am putting things in quarters. So I like breaking down the year into quarters, putting different goals into these quarters, breaking down the goals into projects. So these are like 2 career bucket things. This is one of the experiments that I'm running this month, which is a social media cleanse. And then each one of these projects has the daily actions or tasks associated with them. This project is Mental Inbox Zero. This is kind of a life buckets in all of them. And if we see in daily action, this is like the prioritized view. I'm still working on creating the top 5 prioritized view, which is not working, but we're working on it because you gotta make sure things are working right. But anyway, as we can see, finishing Real Talk Podcast 1 is done, but not done. I have to make edits. That's why I haven't checked it off. Priority high, you can see the project and who it's assigned to. And when you open this up, it'll show you like the due date, the priority, the purpose of it. So finish editing, upload the podcast to Dominic through Dropbox. Again, wrapping up something I committed to doing, and then task chunks. So I've aligned the video and audio, made final edits. I have 3 snippets. I haven't uploaded those, so I'll uncheck that. But I actually have to redo audio, so I can do that and chunk out all the daily tasks too, and then any notes. So prioritize editing and sending footage to Dom, which I did. Worry about streaming and thumbnails later. So I edited it, sent it to Dom, and now I have he's given me some feedback, a lot, and I'm excited to implement that. But anyway, all of these have those, and I automated it so you can create new actions or tasks according to whatever project, which aligns with the goal, which aligns to the quarter, which aligns to the year. And then I also have recurring projects that I'm still working on, but I want to be really intentional about scheduling 2 writing hours per week this month. So just like an hour on a Tuesday and a Thursday early in the morning, and then 2 thinking hours. So 2 thinking hours is just like 2 hours at a coffee shop where I can just reset and focus on what I want to do. Thinking hours can be work hours, but like I have sync work Sunday for work kind of related things. So yeah, just kind of like 2 free hours of space. And yeah, that's.
I love your have 0 notifications.
I'm very close. I don't think I have email and social media done, but messages, I'm so close. But as Dominic knows, I have a lot of things that I haven't responded to. So
yeah, proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think. I think there's one more thing I wanted to say with this one. Oh yeah, I guess things to look forward in May. I posted it right before I got off, but just doing the social media cleanse this month, and yeah, very excited about it. And I don't know. I hope that I have more mental space to get things done, primarily super urgent things such as the documentary, which we'll talk about later. And that's a goal for this month, as you can see, has a due date on it of May 31st. So
I think it's funny. We both say things we'll talk about later. I'd be so curious to know if there was ever a point where we do one of these calls where we say, we'll get to that later. And like, none of those things are ever addressed.
yeah.
But they will be.
But yeah, that's what I've been up to this month is regrounding, replanning, and refocusing. And then we'll get to this later, but we'll talk about some music and other writing and stuff we got cooking. But I would like to hear things like other music you're working on. May, June, May. Yeah, you go ahead.
So May I think is going to be the month. Here are my goals, right? I want to get a first draft out of this, one of the new shows that I'm writing, as well as the second episode of Lemons. I started working on that a couple weeks ago in a little bit more of a focused capacity. And episode really focuses on Marcus in the beginning and end, which I'm excited about. I know I've talked briefly about like a few of the characters and how a few of the read-throughs pointed out some, characters that didn't get enough attention. And then the second episode is really going to be focused on those characters, because it's really tough to introduce that many fully formed characters in 22 minutes.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the idea that the characters that we don't get the full story of, we make our assumptions about them, and then those assumptions are kind of, flipped on their head, so to speak. So basically two writing projects. I want to have drafts completed by May 31st. I'm going to record covers the like Music Mondays for the next month and a half, 2 months, this week and maybe next week. One of the new Workshop Wednesday categories. So, I have the making of, I have our Workshop Wednesday calls, and then I have like the music or the reels. Another one I'm going to introduce is called Free Write. And that's going to be me going to, there's this piano studio in my work building. And after work, I'm going to go in there for 30 minutes and just try to come up with stuff and record it.
Dude, Free Write sounds sick.
I thought that'd be something you'd enjoy.
Yeah. That reminds me of you and I going into the practice rooms.
Yes, that's exactly the vibe that I want. Yeah.
Dang.
Because I basically did that this weekend a couple times when I was by myself, and I was like, oh, I totally should have recorded this. And it's just fun, whatever comes out of it. There could be a fully formed song that exists, and that could be the first time, maybe like Olivia Rodrigo, somebody sees that random, recording, and then I become a famous teen pop sensation.
Famous teen pop. You can drop out. Yeah.
I can drop out of high school.
Yeah.
So adding that category to Workshop Wednesday, I'm going to do like 2 or 3 of those before the end of the phase. So speaking of music, so right now I have a single in the process of being mixed. Longer process than I'd like, but we're getting there. Not in a bad way, just the amount of time that the mixer has is not what I hoped, but it'll be good. But
have you gotten a draft back? Like another?
I'm going to this week. Okay. So that's kind of changed the what I'd say my reach goal that I had of having like an album. I think I'm way more now in an EP is going to be what's attainable by the end of, maybe it's just 4 songs, maybe it's 5, but I want to have something. But luckily, some of these extra songs might not go to waste, because they're rumors that Did I Hear Dare might put some music together this summer. So we'll see about that.
Yeah, those are exciting rumors. I as an interested party, I am very excited, and I hope that it happens.
Yeah, and this part might be cut out of my little highlight reel, but the 1 or 2 of you who watched the full video, yes, you will have known it first.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to cut it when I say, and some of the other music might have use, and then it'll cut to whatever this next section is.
I love it. We gotta hide Easter eggs for the real ones,
Yeah,
and then we can
the real
look back and say it was all planned. We were very open.
We were very open about it. We never denied it.
Yeah, that's exciting.
And then let me think. Is there anything else? And then did I hear what episode 4 will be my editing project of choice when I don't have anything else to edit. So that's kind of because I've finished all the concerts. I'm just touching up the final house show that we did. But I mean, the OUAB show's done. The final show will be done.
Final house show. Did you get you have all of the post concert footage, right?
Yes.
I know it's not the greatest, and also some folks didn't record on the GoPros, unfortunately. But there was some good stuff on there, which I really like.
I have a feeling that is going to be used in the episode 5.
Cool.
Yeah, but I have it. So I also, a big thing I did this past month, was organize all of the Did I Hear Dare footage into like the episodes, and then I sent you everything that I had for like your episode, and then divided up what I have for 4 and 5. Realized I didn't have some footage, but Jake had it, so I have it now. So, that's crazy stuff. That it's like I'm pretty sure there's like 700 gigs of Did I Hear Dare footage and audio and everything on my 1 terabyte SSD. So
that's wild.
So yeah, that's May.
Heck yeah, that's a busy May. We'll see if we get another workshop Wednesday in before then, but if not, it'll probably be a similar. Wow, May flew by. So just buckle up. For me, my big editing project is the doc, secondary / like something I'd like to get out sooner, and you and I will connect on probably this week, just to get the edits done. It's just getting the podcast out there, similar to kind of maybe how you feel about having music on Spotify and streaming. It's just like I just want it out there. Like it's good. I like the stuff we talked about. It's just it takes effort and time. And everything's almost done. Just need to fix some audio and some cut stuff. So hopefully that'll be out soon. Then the doc, and then the goal. Man, I just really missed writing blogs and newsletter stuff. The last week I scheduled in writing time, and it was really good. Like first thing in the morning, just get brain dump and get things out. And got a couple.
Is that before your morning walk?
After morning walk, and then I have an hour, 45 minutes of writing time. I just like sit down and just write, and that's it. Have a cup of coffee and go. But yeah, have a couple blog posts, and I might change up the newsletter a bit, actually. And I don't know what it's going to be like, but we're figuring it out. I just have things, and it's like, I want to keep creating, but then I know I have to come back and edit those creations to make them actual blog posts and newsletters. Yep. So it's just balancing that. Music wise, I've been jamming with a friend named Kyle. He plays the drums, but we don't have a drum set. So he got a guitar and Brennan. And the last 2-3 Fridays, we've just been jamming in the living room, mostly in the garage though. And I don't know, it's been fun, really fun. And we'll see what happens. We're very lighthearted, very like getting used to playing with musicians again. And next Friday, I invited another pianist. He's really good. And he's also kind of a singer, songwriter type guy. And we're going to make 3 song sets and we're all going to go up and just like perform to each other, make sure we get reps in stage performance. I need to shake off the rust in those so I can go to open mics, but also like Brennan and Kyle, and even Dan's performed a little bit, but like it'll be good just to get reps.
Getting through that, yeah.
And on the PA system and a microphone, so, and in the garage, which I love. Like it's
you better film that. I want to see that. I want to see a little bit of that.
Will do. I'll make a film it. I'll just call
That's what I miss.
Yeah.
Harder to do that here, or at least it seems that way, but I bet it's not. It's just finding people and then like finding the space to do it.
I mean, if we didn't have the garage, the space I feel like would be tough, but also like I feel like, yeah, man, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough because like right now we have 3 guitarists and a piano player and another guy who can come in and play piano, and possibly another guy who could come in and play piano. Like we have like 3 keys and 3 guitars, and it's like, well, that's not a band. I mean, it could be.
Could be.
So yeah, music is going well, and then the rumor with the Did I Hear Dare stuff is very, very exciting.
Yeah, the rumors.
So yeah, that's kind of my May.
Do you have more original music that you've written that you're going to perform at this, or is this covers, or what?
Yeah, so I'm going to perform He Said, She Said, and I'm going to perform a cover of I'll Try Anything Once by Julian Casablancas, which I really like, on guitar and not piano. But I have learned it on the keys. I was playing earlier today.
The guy from Daft Punk?
Yes, the guy from the Daft Punk music video. And I have an original song that I'm working with. I don't really have good lyrics to it. It's all jumbled, but I'd like to scramble it together. So if we record it,
I think that's your main strength, is bringing some of that incohesive stuff together into a beautifully structured message. So I'm excited. You got it.
Thank you. But yeah.
So that's what May's going to be for you?
That's what May's going to be for me. And like, oh yeah, but yeah, with the social media cleanse, I'll just repeat again. Like I'm hoping to have head down focus, and
good.
Like I won't post anything, but I'll still, I guess I'll post blog stuff, but that's allowed. You know, I just hope I can create quality content and then add in the after the month, the social media that like helps me the most, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So. Well, good talk, Ant. I'm excited for this month. It'll be crazy, but excited to catch back up after the month and see how much of it we're able to do.
Yeah, me as well. I wish you the best of luck, sir, and we'll talk soon.
You too. See you later.
Peace.